You just said, I love you. Like, this is the beginning of like, all right, whew, take a deep breath. This is a new era, or it could be. Hi, I'm Adriel, creator of the Herpes Opportunity, which is all about positively shifting your mindset, disclosing to potential partners in a way that truly connects you, and ultimately finding the love that you want and deserve. Now, you can check out the free ebook linked in the description below about having the talk. And now, onto the video. I hope you enjoy it. And how that parallels to your romantic life. Like that self-expression that is so part and parcel of being in a romantic relationship, like full self-expression with someone else that you get to self-express together fully. Do you feel that also in tandem in your romantic relationships as well, where you feel like you can't really fully express yourself and be yourself in intimacy? Yeah. Part of the kind of the meta layer of this is just like, as I'm hearing you talk about it, like I feel the heaviness of it. It's like, even as you say, like, yeah, I'm in a loving relationship. I'm going to start reading. I'm going to do work though, I'm going to work this, and it feels like this drudgery of like, and I'm going to get there, but I don't know if I will, like that kind of heaviness. And I'm curious if you can access, it might feel like putting the cart before the horse. It might feel like cheating a little bit, but I'm wondering if you could also access kind of the reverse of that, of like maybe even like some excitement, maybe not unbridled excitement. Maybe that's not accessible, but like, or curiosity might be the first step into that, right? Of like, oh, I'm in this new relationship. Like, this is new. Huh. Yeah, I'm a little afraid, but I'm also like, ooh, I'm a little jittery, like this is new. Like, this is a new leaf that I'm turning over. What's under that leaf? Like, can you start to feel that and kind of like set aside it almost feels like you're wrapping yourself up in this wet blanket, and like, I'm gonna try my hardest here, right? Can you kind of throw that off and start to feel the aliveness in this new relationship and in you? And it feels vulnerable, doesn't it? Even the excitement, even starting to touch in on the excitement feels vulnerable, right? Because if I start to allow myself to get excited, then, whatever, fill in the blank. The rug could get pulled out from under me. She could reject me, like whatever, right? So it's much more quote unquote safe to be like, we'll see. Like, we'll see what happens. I'll try, but it's probably not going to work out well. So it's kind of a self-fulfilling prophecy, right? Or it could be, right? It's like, I'm not going to open my heart because I'm probably going to get my heart hurt. And it's this like this hall of mirrors kind of thing. So what would it mean to you to, like, what is being vulnerable look like to you? It sounds like you've already done it in telling this woman you love her. That's super vulnerable, right? But I imagine even in saying that, a whole bunch of other things rush in after that I love you, right? Like, oh. So what's that process like for you after the I love you? What comes in? So in this relationship, in this new relationship, there might be an opportunity there is an opportunity to create new neural pathways by recognizing that your go-to is to kind of protect yourself, right? Again, let me be really clear here. There's no right or wrong here of like, you're protecting yourself and that's wrong. Don't protect yourself. You should be open in relationship, right? There's no right or wrong. It's just a fork in the road that has more potential on one fork in the road to create the kind of future you want. And one keeps you safe, but more alone. and the other makes you more vulnerable and open, and you could get hurt more, but you could be more wide open. And it is a choice. It's a choice in every moment, right? And so what if this new relationship is like the universe being like, all right, here's a beautiful test run, right? Of like, can you, maybe for the first time in your life, I don't know, fully open your heart to this woman and saying, you know what? Even if my heart gets broken, this is worth it. Right? I don't need to protect myself from the potential of my heartbreak. I trust that if my heart were to get broken in the future, I am the kind of woman, the kind of human being that can handle that if and when that time comes. But for now, whoa, we're not breaking up. We're not getting our hearts broken. We're opening our hearts, right? You are sitting in this potential future that hasn't happened yet, and you're closing your heart to that potential when now is the time to open your heart, right? It's this ironic thing of like, you can only truly have your heart broken if you open your heart to begin with. So ironically, it's like maybe the whole point of love is to make yourself vulnerable to potential heartbreak around every turn. I'm speaking in terms of like worst case scenario, right? Right? That if you could hold that in your mind of like, not that you're like, okay, I'm going to get my heart broken everywhere and expect that, but saying, if that were to happen, I can handle it. That's your worst fear, right? So if that were to happen, then I can handle it. And then you can set it aside and just do your business around now my practice is opening my heart with this woman that I truly trust. And this is kind of another Hall of Mirrors moment where, not that, and I'll preface it by saying this isn't about like selfishness of like me, but think of it in terms of, what if this were here for your own self-evolution, right? That everyone around you is playing this role, and you're playing a role in their life too, right? So it's not just about you, but if you play the game like, you know what? Like, I'm gonna play this game as if like I am taking the lead in the kind of relationship that I want to have, right? And then you take the whole victim thing out of it of like, well, why isn't anyone else playing this game? It's like, fuck it. I'm playing this game, right? Like, and secondarily, that becomes leadership, but leadership is such a loaded word. First, it's just like, this is the world I want to live in for myself and the kind of relationship that I want to have. And this is the stand that I'm taking. I'm not gonna settle. You're holding yourself back to keep other people feeling safe. But what you don't realize is that the right people will resonate with that, because you're like an electromagnet. When you carry that kind of frequency and you're just like, this is what I want. Yeah, there are going to be some people who are repelled by that, not because you're unworthy, but because you're a stand for a deeper love that is kind of scary for a lot of people. Right? And it is for you too. But you recognize the choice point in that of like, yeah, it might be scary, but this is how I want to be alive with a capital A. And this is what it takes, right? Stepping into the unknown, trusting that I'll figure it out, trusting that this is what my soul really wants. Might not be what my ego really wants, but right? And this is it. You're in it right now. You know, you just said, I love you. Like, this is the beginning of like, all right, whew, take a deep breath. You know, this is a new era, or it could be. Well, I hope you got a lot out of that video. And if you did, please let me know. Please like, comment, and subscribe, and keep an eye out for more videos just like this.